Good morning, everyone. It's Friday, April 6th, and today is National Siamese Cat Day. So if you have a Siamese kitty, give her an extra or he an extra kiss. And I have my cute Mittens right there. Oh, may she rest in peace. She was a great cat. And it's also National Student Athlete Day. So if you have a child or grandchild that is an athlete, then give them an extra hug today. On our show today, we have Cash Ashakar with the United Update, Dan Ulweiler with Sterling Financial, and Dr. Trin with Irvine Clinical Research and Thrive. And also in our meetings today, we have the United New Resident Orientation from 9 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. And an RSVP is required, so please call before you go, and that meeting will be at 9 this morning. Call 949-268-2337 and make sure that you check in with the receptionist downstairs on the first floor of the Community Services Building. And also we have the third board agenda prep meeting, which will be held in the Sycamore Room from 9:30 a.m. to 12 noon. So that's all that we have for the meetings today. Now let's check out our weather. Looks as though we might be having a little rain coming our way. Probably not too much rain. I know they've called for a little bit of it. But on today, we're going to have some mild clouds with temperatures 72 to 50, low of 56. On Saturday, we have a slight chance of rain with the temperatures 70, 57 lows. And then Sunday, we have warm and breezy, 74, 55. And then on Monday, nice and warm, a high of 78 with a low 55. And then on Tuesday, partly sunny, 73 and 56. And then weather in other areas looks like it's kind of varying depending on where it is you're going to be. If you're going to be in the North OC, it's probably going to be in about the 70s. And then somewhere in Mammoth, it looks as though they're actually going to be calling for some rain, which is quite shocking because it's been snowing up there all this time. Then also in Palm Springs, it's going to be about 95 with lows probably in about the 60s. And other than that, oh, there we go. We've got San Diego, chance of rain also with 68, Central Coast 66 with PM showers, and the Bay Area periods of rain. And like I said, Mammoth is going to be 51, 27 with periods of rain. So if you're planning to go skiing, you might want to reconsider that idea and go to Palm Springs because it's going to be 93. All right, so a bit rainy in some areas, but clearing for a nice Sunday. All right, very good. We'll be right back after this with the United Update.
Hi, I'm Brian Rott, President and CEO of Cartmart here in Laguna Woods. My family's been in the golf cart business since 1959, and we win our customers over with the simple belief of we treat you right. We are proud to be the authorized dealer for Club Car here in Orange County and your go-to source for the sales and service to other major brands. We're conveniently located on El Toro Road, just minutes from Laguna Woods. So come by and see for yourself, while when doing business with Cartmart, there's no reason to go anywhere else.
Looking for a change of scenery? You don't have to play golf to enjoy all that 19 Restaurant and Lounge has to offer. From a delicious breakfast menu to our delectable lunch and dinner specials. At 19 Restaurant and Lounge, there's something for everyone. Relax with your friends and family and take in the beautiful view from our spacious patio. Or enjoy a cocktail and appetizer in our lounge. 19 Restaurant and Lounge is a great place to socialize, enjoy a meal, or simply take in the view. Join us 7 days a week and experience Laguna Woods' exclusive dining experience.
Are you or someone you know having difficulty with day-to-day activities? I'm Lori with Acticare. You want to stay in your home but worry about falling or losing your independence. We at Acticare can help. A personalized plan is designed with as much or as little care as you need. Please call for a free care consultation to make your life easier and more enjoyable.
Acticare, responsive in-home care. Your first day is free. Please call us for details.
At South County Lexus, we really are different. We're California's exclusive Lexus Plus dealer. Lexus Plus is a new way of doing business. At a Lexus Plus dealer, you can expect an upfront, negotiation-free, hassle-free price right on the vehicle. The same price you'll find on our website, all the way through the transaction. At South County Lexus, we feel this is the way of the future, and this is the way the customer prefers to do business. South County Lexus, your exclusive Lexus Plus dealer. Different, just like you.
Welcome back. Well, yesterday we had an earthquake that was off the Channel Islands. So I don't know if you felt it where you were, but yesterday I was in the control room and was really kind of nervous, but it stopped and everything was okay. So today we have the United update, and we're going to be talking about emergency preparedness. And we've got Cash Ashrakar with us. I hope I pronounced that right.
You did right.
Boy, I kept practicing. Well, welcome.
Thank
So
you.
Disaster preparedness. You know, a lot of stuff's been going on with Santa Barbara, and rains could come and go and cause flooding. So,
Exactly.
So tell us a little bit about what you have going on with disaster preparedness.
Well, like anything, disaster doesn't happen just to the other guy. It happens to everybody. It can happen to us.
Right.
And we have 18,000 residents, so we need to be prepared. Incidents like yesterday could have been even severe, more severe. That's why we have disaster preparedness. And we have a whole team set up, we have plans set up, and we'll be talking about it.
Okay, good.
You ask me and we'll...
I will do that. So let's talk about the structure of the program. How does it work?
Okay, the structure starts out with the chief police security, Tim Moy, as the chair. He's the main guy. He's at the helm. Then there is, in case of emergency, we have emergency operations centers.
Okay.
And we have designated the main lobby, main area, boardroom, as the EOC, Emergency Operations Center.
Okay.
And the structure is so that we can quickly disseminate damage reports to assess the situation and prioritize and deploy available resources.
Right.
So it's a top-down approach.
Okay.
And bottom up, we have people that act as the good neighbor building captains and building captains that will report these incidents in their area, local areas,
Okay.
so we can coordinate everything better.
Okay, so does that mean that you have like somebody in each neighborhood or a group
Yes.
of neighborhoods?
Yes, that's the plan. I think
Okay.
we'll be showing a map later.
Oh, yes, that's right. We have the map. So,
yes.
okay. All right, very good. And then you also have some committees and functional areas too. So
Yes,
tell me about
yes.
those.
What Chief Moy has done is he has created different functional areas that are important for preparing for disaster. One is a radio communication. So we have, on a monthly basis, we have drills that talk about between themselves to make sure the radio communication is alive
Right.
and active.
Okay.
And he also has a backup plan for different clubhouses with the walkie-talkie system they're evaluating right now.
Okay.
So we will have that in place.
All right.
Also, we have recruitment and retention for GNBC, which is Good Neighbor Captains.
Okay.
And so we have active approach, and we'll be showing you a map.
Do you want us? We can bring up the map now, and that way you can refer
Whatever.
to it because
Okay.
it had a lot of things on it, and it might be a little hard to see, but in any case, you have little pieces of tape on there, and
Yeah.
so there's our map there. Let's see. So tell me a little bit about it, and what are we looking at?
We are talking about different areas identified where we are missing or having holes. So if you live in these particular areas, we would love you to come forward and volunteer and help your own neighbors
Okay.
and yourself
Okay.
in case of disaster. So
Okay.
these are all identified. This map will be up, presented different places in the community
Okay.
pretty soon.
So if you live, so really I think most of the areas are covered, and you would be able to volunteer
Volunteer,
to be
yes.
kind of like, I know how you have neighborhood watch programs, and
Exactly.
one person usually is kind of
Exactly.
heading that up. So kind of the
Exactly.
same kind of thing, right?
Same kind of thing.
All right.
There is really not much responsibility, but you're taking charge of, you're prepared, and somebody has the training, and you will get the training needed.
Gotcha.
And you will get to know your neighbors, and you'll earn brownie points with that guy upstairs. You know?
Well, that's excellent. I mean, brownie points all around, right?
Exactly.
All right. So tell me about the staff structure.
The structure is lined up with the chief, and he has a little organization kind of set up with treasurer, secretary, and correspondent secretary.
All right.
So the news and information get disseminated properly.
Okay.
Representatives from all three mutuals, the United Mutual, Third Mutual, and 50 Mutual, attend the monthly meeting.
Okay.
And we have monthly radio drills as well to make sure everything is working. And we have frequent training classes.
Okay, so is it just that one individual who is in charge of that area to go to those meetings?
No,
or
no,
it could be
anybody can
anyone?
attend.
Okay.
It's general information.
Okay.
And the good neighbor captains, it's advantageous that they keep themselves sharp and attend these meetings, so they are aware of what's going on.
Right. Okay. Okay. Do you actually train them in, like, let's say do you have like a mock type of emergency situations? And
We did have a couple of drills already
All right.
to simulate that there's a disaster and what we do.
Okay.
And these drills were conducted.
Right.
And people learn a lot when you conduct a mock drill like that.
Oh, I bet.
Then in a real situation, they are more aware of what to do and how to face it.
Right.
Yes.
Right. Well, the best thing to do is to keep calm, right?
Exactly.
Because you just never know what's going to happen.
And be ready.
Yes.
Yes.
And what are some of the other accomplishments? You said you have a partnership with the Orange County Health Agency?
Yeah, what happened is Chief Moy has been in direct communication with Orange County Healthcare Agency, and their staff was here a couple months ago, and they appreciated our disaster preparedness team and our efforts to the point that they have agreed to make us active participants for supplies. We will be getting supplies, medical supplies, emergency supplies for 18,000 people.
Now, is that going to be supplies that would be administered like on the day of, or is that things that the residents would be able to put away for an emergency?
The details aren't worked out yet, but it is more like when the emergency happens, we take our trucks, pick these medicines, and have a distribution set up. I think we will be setting up the distribution channels ahead of time, but that's up to.
But nonetheless, they're thinking about it, so that's good.
We are well prepared.
Okay. All right, and then a medical volunteer, is that like a request or?
Yeah, it's kind of, medical people are very important in case of emergencies as such, but they kind of tend to shy away because of the dangers of lawsuits and other things. So what they have done is they have created a medical registry with a Good Samaritan law that, hey, you come forward and help in case of emergencies, you're not liable.
Oh, so who created that?
That's a Good Samaritan law and privacy policy already exists.
All right.
And we have a sign-up sheet for the medical people, and we encourage medical people to come forward.
Right.
So that we have staff locally. After all, in case of an emergency, first help is yourself and what is available right around you.
Right.
Because it could be middle of the night and the designated people may be asleep far away.
Right. Okay. All right. And then you also go as far as doing CPR and safety classes?
We have different classes organized and arranged. We have had a CPR safety class some time back. Also, Brian Ballard, of Community Relations Consultant for Care More Touch, presentation organized for special diabetic needs of emergencies. That was presented.
Okay. All right. Perfect. And then you also had mentioned something about walkie-talkies. Tell me a little about how that works out.
What that is different clubhouses may need to communicate with each other. And this program, Zello, is available, and we are right now investigating it, how good it is.
Okay.
They can communicate with each other on their cell phones.
Oh, yeah. But what happens if the cell phone signal goes out?
Well,
then what do you do?
There's different things to be worked out. Yes.
Let's just not say anything. Yeah. Let's just go with that one.
Right.
And then EOC identification. What does that mean?
EOC identification means alternate EOC identification.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
What we have is the main main community center as our EOC center.
Oh, gotcha.
But what if the building itself has problems? Then what we do? So we have identified alternative EOCs. One is the clubhouse gate 12 area and the security staff area, present security staff. So we have alternate things already figured out and in mind. So last minute, one doesn't have to think, hey, where do I go if this building is down? What do I do?
Okay. And then lots of people have pets.
Yes, we have gone as far as even coming up with a program, what to do for the pets, including the horses. We even have horses.
Oh, right, the equestrian.
Yeah, equestrian.
Okay.
And
Well, that will be good. You might need
lots of
some
cats.
cages. Put them all.
Well-
And then, so you already talked about the backup plan. I mean,
Yes.
obviously, you're going to have backup power
Yes,
generators and
yes.
things like that. If
We
you
are
do.
already
Okay.
looking at installing and making sure everything is in place
Okay.
at a time, including at the gates.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, I know you have an event coming up, but before we get to the event, let's talk about some of the
Yes.
supplies that you have here. There's a lot of stuff inside, so we won't go through everything, but maybe
Yeah.
just tell us
Just-
what these bags
Basically,
are.
these three are emergency supply kits.
Okay. You can
This
go
is
ahead
for-
and pick that one up if you want.
This one?
Yeah. So this is your survival kit.
Survival
right?
kit,
And
yeah.
inside you've got all sorts of things in
Inside
there.
of that, you have 1 to 3 day food bar.
Okay.
We have light stick, we have face mask, we have blanket, we have radio,
Okay.
flashlight,
Okay.
6 packages of water,
Great.
and that water is good for like 3 years.
3 years. Oh, so it has a shelf life of 3 years?
Yeah,
Oh,
so
okay,
you can
that's
cut it
great.
and open it
All
up.
right.
Duct tape and anything else you will need immediately.
You always need duct tape.
Yeah,
That fixes
always,
everything.
yeah.
Okay, that's
Yes.
great. So we've got that.
This is for
All
the
right.
home
And then-
or every use.
What about the
use.
little red one?
This little one is for your automobile. Put it in the back of your
good. This
automobile.
looks like a little cooler.
And you have similar things, but not as
Okay.
expensive. That
So-
cost of that one is only $42, and this one is $12.
It's $12. This can go in your
And-
car, and it's got
and
lights.
this
and all
is for
sorts of
one
goodies.
person.
Okay.
So you can go and get a similar, more condensed kit with 6 packs of water and
Okay.
a blanket for the second person in your car.
All right. So we're
This
now
is only
with
$6.
the $6. So that's
And
actually
all of
reasonable.
this is available at the disaster preparedness team office downstairs,
Right.
next to the elevator on the other side of the corridor.
Right, and that's in the community services building
Yes,
downstairs on the first floor. Okay, and then you have looks like a crossing guard vest.
Yeah, what this is to get familiarized with you with this. This is when a team good neighbor captain walks to
Oh,
your
you
door.
get an identification that you're a
This
good
is- He's
neighbor.
identified. When you see a yellow jacket,
I like it. Here, you can go around.
he's your friend.
This is your friend.
Yeah, he's
All
your
right.
friend. And he's
That's
here to
great.
help you.
That's right.
Okay.
And they're going to put that on so we all identify who we go to for help.
Yeah, the good neighbor captain will wear this when he comes
Perfect.
to your door.
I
Yes.
like it. That's great. Well, that's good identification because you never know. An emergency, somebody might be trying to get some stuff, and you don't want to
Exactly.
do that. Okay, so tell me about the senior summit that's coming up on April 20th.
I am not well prepared on that, but what it is
Well,
we are
we have a
working
flyer
with
for
Orange
that,
County.
believe it or not.
Orange County Lisa
Bartlett? Uh-huh.
Bartlett,
Yes.
and Brad Hudson and Chief Moy are getting this program for senior community program.
Okay.
It's coming on April 20th, I think.
Right. Yeah, it's April 20th, and Lisa Bartlett will be there. And I think their motto is "Life can change in an instant. Are
In
you
an
ready?"
instant,
So
exactly.
obviously, you guys are going to be there, front and center, making sure everybody knows what they're doing, and obviously, probably just reiterating everything you just said. So this is really a great time to be talking about it.
And yesterday's 5.8 could have been 8.5, and we might have been.
Well, yeah.
I don't know to
We
scare
wouldn't be
nobody,
sitting here
but-
having that discussion, I don't think.
Yes.
So, all right. Well,
I'll be
great.
wearing that jacket. and
Yeah,
I'll
we'll be
out
wearing
in
the
my
jacket,
neighborhood.
directing
And-
things. Okay,
Yes,
good.
exactly.
Well, thank you. That was great information.
you
I
very much.
appreciate it.
Anytime. Thank
Very
you.
nice to meet you.
My pleasure.
All right, thanks. Okay, so make sure that you guys stop downstairs on the first floor of the Community Services Building and check out all their emergency equipment because you just never know when you're going to need it. We'll be right back after this.
Thank you, Lisa.
Christine and Jack for the jewelry box.
Hey, Christine, after 17 years, who's still the top buyer of jewelry in Orange County?
We are, Jack.
And who buys more sterling silver flatware and hollowware?
We do.
Who buys more diamonds?
Why, we do.
And who buys more fine watches?
We do, Jack.
And who buys more silver and gold coins?
We do.
Good job, Christine.
I've had 17 years to practice.
The Jewelry Box of Lake Forest since 2001, and it's still about trust.
Hello, I'm Eric with Leak Busters, your plumber friend in Laguna Woods for over 20 years. To date, we have worked on over 2,000 homes inside Laguna Woods. We have a couple questions for you. If your faucet or water heater springs a leak, who are you going to call? If your drain is clogged or experience a flood, who are you going to call? Please call us, Leak Busters. Who are you going to call?
Leak Busters.
Who you gonna call? Call Leak Busters Plumbing and Restoration, 800-714-9960. Who you gonna call?
Every 9 minutes, someone is diagnosed with Parkinson's disease. Join the American Parkinson's Disease Association for the Southern California Optimism Walk on Saturday, April 28th, and help raise funds and awareness that will make a difference. Join us at the beautiful South Coast Botanic Garden for a fantastic day filled with inspiration and hope. Register online or call us for more details.
Mother's Day is coming, and Diane's Hallmark is just the place to get Mom a gift that shows how much you care. Our women's department has gifts for that special someone, including clothing, jewelry, Vera Bradley and Bagolini handbags, Crabtree and Evelyn, and many other great gifts for Mom. Don't forget that our religious department carries a great selection of Christian gifts and Bibles as well. Diane's Hallmark is a Gold Crown store. Come in and experience our personalized service. We're located on Alicia Parkway next to Hobby Lobby.
Welcome back. Well, we have Dr. Trin here, who's with the Irvine Clinical Research and also the Healthy Brain Club, and he's going to be talking to us a little bit about giving us updates on Alzheimer's. So tell me a little bit about the Irvine, where you're at.
Yes, so I am with this awesome organization, and our goal with Irvine Clinical Research is to try to find a solution with this epidemic in Alzheimer's, which is currently the third leading cause of death in Orange County. Okay, and so we have programs and we have clinical studies all geared towards slowing down or stopping this disease. That's great. And that's our mission. That's our goal with that.
That's great. Now you've got some updates on the research. What are some of the findings that you guys have?
Yes, real interesting. Just over the last 2 to 3 years, have this been a bigger focus. When we talk about Alzheimer's, we talk about the plaque that builds up in the brain. Okay. We have a name for this plaque. It is called amyloid plaque. Okay. That's always been associated with Alzheimer's. As a matter of fact, every patient with Alzheimer's have amyloid plaque. Okay. But what has gotten more importance is a second protein. It's the term that we use called tangles. Okay. We talk about plaques and tangles. We always talk about plaque, but we rarely bring up tangles. Tangles is a part of every nerve. We call it the tau tangle, T-A-U. Okay. And it is a integral part of a nerve's function. What happens though is in Alzheimer's, these tau proteins, they go kind of haywire and they create these tangles. I think in the pictures we have here.
Is this showing it?
Yes. Okay. A normal neuron on one side, and on the other side, when the tangles go haywire, we call them neural fibrillary tangles. Okay. These tangles are inside the actual nerve cells, whereas the plaque is outside of the nerve cell. What the plaque does is that it interrupts the nerve cells from even being able to communicate and speak to one another. Right. What the tangles do, these tau tangles, is that they interrupt the speed and the flow of the communication, and over time these nerves cells, the neurons, they begin to die, and the brain itself shrink. So what we've learned about these tau tangles, that again resides inside the brain cells, is that we're learning that the tangles and the amount of tangles, which actually can be detected now on a brain scan, on a PET scan that's available to look for tau tangles. Okay. And we do that in our clinical research to look for not only plaques, but we have programs that look specifically for the tau tangles.
Okay.
But the importance of this tau tangles, especially if we see it on a brain scan, is that it is more closely related with memory loss symptoms than the actual plaque itself.
Oh my goodness. So, and they just found this recently instead of the plaque.
We've always known about the tangles, but we are learning more just within the last 2 years of how these tau tangles interact in patients with Alzheimer's.
Okay.
So although the amyloid plaque occurs actually 15 to 20 years before the symptoms of Alzheimer's, the tau tangle, these tau tangles, they follow a few years after the amyloid plaque. They build up, and we have learned that tau problems in the brain is more closely related with memory problems.
Okay.
And we see the changes on our PET scans. As the memory issues get worse, the tau scans is more closely related, and it changes with the memory faster, and it's basically it's more sensitive, connected with memory loss than even the plaques.
Okay, so let me ask you something regarding both of those. So if you said 10 to 15 years prior to actually developing the disease, you're going to start to see something.
That's right.
So what does somebody say to their doctor, or what kind of test do they ask for? I mean, if it's that early and you found it early enough, then you can kind of project what treatments, right?
If it's that early, the only way to find out if someone is at risk for Alzheimer's is through a brain scan. And these brain scans we offer actually at Irvine Clinical at no cost for patients who are candidates and who qualify for our clinical trials involving Alzheimer's.
Okay.
But it's really currently the only way to find out if the plaques and the tangles are present is through these PET scans that you see here.
Right. And is there an age at what point you should start to think about this, or is it really affecting any age?
You should think about it at any age if you start to have symptoms of memory loss. Definitely bring it up to your physician and get a memory test done.
Right.
That can be done at the office. We do it at our office at Irvine Clinical at no cost for anyone interested. But that's the starting point, is to get the memory test done. What's important to know, though, is having the presence of the plaque or the tangles in your brain does not give a person a diagnosis of Alzheimer's. It is a combination of symptoms of memory loss, along with findings on a scan that helps us to make that diagnosis. It is not just a brain scan alone. You can have a brain scan, it can show plaques and tangles, and somebody could have perfect memory.
Oh, wow.
Yes, you can have perfect memory. So having a picture alone isn't the answer to what you have as far as a diagnosis, but we can certainly help to confirm a diagnosis if we see memory loss in association with these other findings on PET scans.
Because you wonder, if you told somebody 15 years ahead of time, that might just freak them out.
Right, exactly.
Instead of actually confirming when you actually needed to. So let's go to your scans, and you can tell us the difference between a good one and not so good.
Yes. So this is a scan showing amyloid beta, that's the A beta. And showing what a healthy brain looks like and the brain of an Alzheimer's patient with the amyloid beta plaques.
So it's the red and the red.
Right. The excessive red is where the plaque is building up in patients with Alzheimer's. Take a look at the tau. Tau brain scans, which is also a PET scan that we can do, will show you the difference between a patient with Alzheimer's and a patient without Alzheimer's, and it's markedly different. Isn't that crazy?
Well, and it's just in a different section, and it's more clumped together. Like it just looks more massive than the other. But you said that's because they're intertwined, right?
They're intertwined. That's right. And so amyloid scans are available, tau scans are available through PET scans, and we do offer it at no cost, simply to look for patients who may benefit from Alzheimer's prevention clinical trials and clinical trials to treat Alzheimer's patients.
Now you mentioned that there are several questions or like a preview of someone first before they would even come in for clinical trials. So where would they find that information?
That's right. So they can either see their physician and discuss about memory loss concerns if they're interested in just getting memory testing, or they can see myself. I do completely free consultations for patients who are concerned with memory loss, and through that consultation I give recommendations on lifestyle changes, on diet, on nutrition, on things that you can do without taking an extra pill to optimize your brain health. And then for patients who are interested in clinical trials, we can check them out and see if they're a candidate. And if they are a candidate for clinical trials, it may give them an opportunity to get these brain scans at no cost.
Now, I want to ask you something, and there's a couple of things that you can do to kind of help your brain power, if you will, over time. Starting earlier, like ginkgo biloba, or now we hear about Prevagen and a variety of other things. What do you think about that kind of approach?
Right. I think our food should be our medicine.
Okay.
Yeah, as opposed to popping more pills.
Okay.
And we, through the Healthy Brain Club, which is a little club that we do.
That's a good club to belong to, I think.
Yes, and we use that to go out and do our seminars on a regular basis right here in Laguna Woods on a monthly basis, where we teach education about diet, nutrition, lifestyle, everything you can do to minimize your risk for Alzheimer's.
Love it. Thank you so much. That was great information.
Thank you.
I appreciate your time.
Awesome.
All right, thank you. All right, so don't forget to go to thebrainhealthyclub.com to learn more about how you guys can help your brain. We'll be right back after this.
Tired of earning only 1%, 2%, or 3% on your investments? Are you ready for consistent and profitable cash flow? With over 30 years' experience, American Mortgage Fund offers high returns paid monthly. Traditional investments can be ambiguous and volatile. With American Mortgage Fund, your investments are backed by residential and commercial real estate. Take control and diversify your portfolio. Call today for your free investment book.
Hi everyone, and welcome to our segment where we spotlight someone who is thriving in the village. I'm Cindy Whitney, and I'm so lucky because I'm sitting here on this warm sunny day next to the Aliso Creek, and I'm getting to spend time not only with my friend Diane Johansson, but also with her little ladies, Noelle and Daisy. Hi, Diane.
Hi, Cindy. How are you?
I'm good. It doesn't get any better than this, does it?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. The dogs want to say hello, too.
Oh, there they are. Hi, ladies. Well, I wanted to bring you on to this segment because I'm so fascinated by your process. We met about a year ago, just by chance, at the Performing Arts Center, and we've had these interactions where we've gone to things deliberately or just run into each other so many places. So I asked you, how do you do that? How do you find these places to go that interest you? And you told me that you've had a strategy since you moved here.
Yes.
Could you share that with our audience?
Oh, I certainly could. You know, when I first moved here, I had not ever gone anywhere by myself. I always had friends or family that did everything with me. I never went by myself. So when I came here, I thought, oops, this is just a new idea for me and a new adventure. And so right away, I turned on Channel 6, that's our TV channel. They came right into my room right in my living room and started telling me about all the things that go on here. All kinds of fun stuff and adventures and activities, and also with the community, things that go on in the community. And so I wrote down a bunch of stuff from that, and then I subscribed to the Globe newspaper. And I took that and I started highlighting things and cutting things out, and didn't have much paper left by the time I cut all these places I wanted to go, because it tells you all the activities and events that go on for the week and for the month. And so, then, after that, I went to the clubhouses, because they have flyers in channel, I guess it's Clubhouse 3. They've got like over 100 flyers. And so I picked out all these flyers that I could find. I went home, my table's full, right, of everything, all kinds of papers. I had to come up with an idea of how to organize this some. So I bought a great big calendar and started writing down all the things I wanted to do for the month. And sometimes there were 3 things a day, but of course I couldn't do all of those at once. So I had a folder, and all the things that I would write on my calendar, I would put on the right side of my folder, the flyers, so that I would know the details. And everything that I wanted to do that I couldn't get to that month, I put on the left side of my folder. So I had all this organized and had all these things to do, and then I thought, uh-oh, now I have to do them. And I'm going to be doing them all by myself. See?
Right. So I like the idea that you had these folders, because it's easy, doing what you were doing, to actually become overscheduled. You could actually sort of burn yourself out and then pull back from it and say, there's too many things to do here. So you were able to just manage it so that these things were something that you could do, and that you would do. That way you would actually go to them. So, okay, so you've got your calendar, and then you went. What happened when you first went in? Was it what you thought it would be?
Yes, it was more than I thought it would be, because I'd go in to either an activity or an event, and I'd sit down to the table. I'd sit there, and the dog, say hello to the doggy over there. Maybe he'll move on. I'd sit down and I'd say, I'm Diane Johansson, I'm new in Laguna Woods. And all of a sudden, instantly, I had friends, because everyone here is friendly. And they all would talk to me, and they'd tell me about what they did. Yes. They'd tell me about other clubs that they'd go to that are wonderful, that I should maybe attend and things. And I did this for 6 months. I went from place to place, event to event, saying, I'm Diane Johansson, and I'm new. And I'd sit at the table and smile, and I'd get a whole table smiling back at me.
Wow. So it's kind of exponential, isn't it? You go there, and you have one set of friends, and the next thing you know, somebody has suggested something else, and you can see them again and make new friends.
Yes.
And so is that how it sort of snowballed for you?
It did. It did. And I just continued to do this over and over again, you know, to all the new events. And my calendar, you know, each month I'd fill it up with new things and new places to go. And those places that I enjoyed, I would return. And then there was all those left side of my folder of new things for me to start and to get involved in.
Now, I imagine that these 2 little ladies provide you another level of meeting people, such as dog walkers and people who are dog people. Yes. As you go out and walk, you're meeting a whole other group of people that you can become connected with.
I certainly am, because the dogs love to play around with the other dogs and the little doggies, and they like to talk to each other and sniff at each other and so forth. And then I can talk to the people and all the residents that live here and get to know residents that way. And also on different hikes and different places you go. Yes. There's a lot of places to walk here in Laguna Woods.
Yes.
And I'm always meeting new people and seeing all the beautiful trees and all the beauty that we have here.
Yes.
It's available.
And I want to mention too that you really commit when you go to these things, because I've seen you at the Woodstock event. I've gone to a fashion show with you, and you show up in the hat and the jewelry and the costumes and the whole thing. So you really there's a rich participation that you have in each one of these things. Does that help too, to help you to thrive?
Of course, the attitude. Your attitude is everything. And I have a positive attitude anyway. Yes. And I love to dress up, and I love to, you know, play and do fun things. And it does. It helps just enhance the activity. And then there's a lot of people that, you know, that just come and they're attracted to you because of the fun things that you wear and what you say and do and so forth. And so, my saddest part is I threw away a bunch of stuff that I had before I moved here, not realizing how much people do dress up in costumes and attire for all these events.
Yes.
And so I'm sad that I didn't keep all the stuff that I had at one time.
Oh my goodness.
And stuff. But anyway.
Well, you can always buy more. So this is kind of your way of thriving. It's you pushed up against something that you didn't think you could do in the first place, which was go out on your own and make friends and be connected to people. And you're doing that, and you continue to do it. Is that your definition of thriving, or is there something else?
Thriving is that, plus it's getting involved in activities that bring rewarding results. Like if I get involved with the sports activities here, or the arts and crafts, and all the things that I do, and that I see people that bring a lot of talent to Laguna Woods, and I don't have that. Right. I was the stick figure person, you know, the head, the body, the 2 legs, and the arms. And now I can do dogs and cats and horses.
Wait a minute, you're taking a drawing class and you've already moved on from stick figures to fully rendered animals?
That's right, Cindy, and they're doggone good. And if I don't like them, I can throw them in the trash because no one's grading me.
That's right.
But it's rewarding for me at that level, you know, and there's always people in all these classes that help you, and they're so willing to help.
That's so true, isn't it? Even though they're busy doing their own thing, if you ask them a question, I notice that they stop and they want to help you, you know, learn something and get better at what you're doing, and they're very generous with their time.
Very generous. They're very generous, and like I said, no one's gotten mad at me yet, and I ask a lot of questions.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! So your advice to somebody who finds themselves either here, you know, newly here, or maybe they've dropped out and they've lapsed in going out to things. Your advice to that person would be, you know, just what? Just start it?
Just to get in there and try it. Just to get in there and do it. And just take that step because it's so rewarding and it pays back tenfold. Yes. Tenfold, because I was very hesitant. The dancing was the hardest part, going to dances.
Oh, dances. You told me that you went to one and you thought you were going to sit there and be a wallflower, which I can't imagine, but you thought that was going to be the case. And what happened?
It was a hard step because that was a hard place for me to go. I didn't want to go to the dances by myself. And I went there and I sat down and did my same thing. I'm Diane and I'm new to Laguna Woods, and everyone talked to me, and all of a sudden the music started. And once the music started, everyone got up to dance. And I was sitting there and I thought, uh-oh. And then this guy came up and he said, haven't I seen you at Mac Club before? And I said, yeah. And he says, do you want to dance? I said, certainly. So I danced with him, and he introduced me to a bunch of people, and I had a good time that night. And then I asked a girl, here's another thing, I stepped out of the box again because I met a girl at Hikers Club. Her name's Gloria. She knows everyone. I said, could I go to the dance with you?
Yes.
So I stepped out of another box and asked a question, and she said, sure. And so I think she introduced me to, say, like 200 of the 400 people that were there. I mean, it was amazing because she just knew everyone, and she was just taking me around, showing me everyone. And from then on, I never had a problem going to the dances because I always, you know, knew people that were there. But it's just, like I said, it's taking the chance and taking that first step and just doing it and having a positive attitude, knowing that this place is full of friendly people that want to help you and be your friend.
And I know because that happened to me when I first met you. You inspired me to go to things that, I mean, I really didn't realize I wanted to go to an herb lecture, and yet I did, and I learned a lot about cilantro that I didn't know, and so I'm using it in my cooking, and so lots and lots of good things can happen from a tiny meeting and a tiny step. So thank you, Diane, for coming today and bringing Noel and Daisy with you.
And can I tell you that I love Laguna Woods?
Yes, you may.
And that I feel that's one great big family of fun friends. And there's 18,000 of them to be my friend.
That's right. And you're still working on the 18,000, aren't you?
You don't know them all.
Well, thanks for coming today, Diane. I love you, and I'm so happy that you're here with us.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for joining us for our Spotlight segment today. If you'd like to share your Thrive story, or you'd like to nominate someone who is thriving, please contact us using the information that's on the screen. And don't forget to watch the Thrive Show that's on Thursday mornings at 9:30 on Village Television. Hope to see you soon.
At El Toro Pharmacy, your health needs and your quality of life is our top priority. We can be trusted with all your prescription needs, delivered free to your doorstep. Call us to have your prescription transferred. We will take care of everything. No hassle to you. We are a full-service pharmacy carrying all your over-the-counter medicines at competitive prices. And we offer complete diabetic care and your immunization requirements too. Under new management, come visit us in Moulton Plaza. El Toro Pharmacy will never be undersold, and we offer the finest after-sales services.
Welcome back. Well, a Roth IRA is something some of you might be thinking about, and excuse me, what the differences are, and we've got Dan Oweiler here with Sterling Financial to tell us about that.
How are you?
Did I know? No, I'm choking.
You even got the last name correct.
Oh, thank goodness. Oh, or what? All right, so what is it about a Roth IRA that we need to know?
Well, I don't know that you need to know that just there's the difference between a traditional IRA. Some of the characteristics of a Roth are different than the traditional IRA, obviously. The advantages of Roth are that any money that's contributed or converted to a Roth can accumulate on a tax-free basis.
Okay.
And then when you take the money out, it's tax-free. The bad part to that is you're either paying taxes on the money that you put in there, or you pay taxes on the money you convert.
Okay.
So Uncle Sam's going to get his pound of flesh either way.
Don't they always?
But it allows you to maybe do some planning for the future if you want to maybe have some tax advantage income coming in.
Okay, so let's talk about age. So you're never too old to contribute. What does that mean?
Well, on a traditional IRA, you have to have earned income, okay, in order to contribute to a traditional IRA or a Roth, okay? So it has to be earned income. It can't be interest or dividend income. It has to be earned, where you're getting a W-2 or a 1099 for labor that you've actually performed.
Okay.
Up to age 70, you can contribute to a traditional IRA, which allows you to deduct that money off your tax returns and uses it as a deduction. Once you reach age 70 and a half, you can't do that anymore. Even though you're still earning income, they limit that. On a Roth IRA, however, you can still contribute even after age 70 and a half. So you have the opportunity, but you don't get the tax deduction for contributing. So you give up some, but you're still allowed to contribute to a Roth even after age 70 and a half.
Why do you think they have a separation there? They
This
just
is the
combine them.
them. This is the government. You know.
All right, we got to make it complicated, right?
Well, the Roth IRA it's an opportunity for people to accumulate on a tax-free basis.
Right.
The 401ks and the traditional IRAs give us a current tax deduction, but when we start taking that money out, then we're taxed on the money that we take out.
I see.
And so we've been able to, many times we meet with people and they come in and we're retiring and we have $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 in our 401k plan, and they need to convert it over to a traditional IRA.
Okay.
We can do that without any taxes taking place because they have what is called a rollover or a direct transfer.
Okay.
If they want to convert to Roth, however, all that money would be taxed.
Oh,
at that time.
That doesn't really make sense.
Well, it depends on what the goal is. I mean, many times we have strategies where you can take your required distributions, and by the way, required distributions start at age 70 and a half as well.
Okay.
If you have a traditional IRA, you have to start taking money out at age 70 and a half.
Okay.
You don't have a choice.
All right.
Well, you have a choice, but if you don't, it's 50% penalty.
Right, so it makes sense to be taking it out and
Right.
Well, what would you say to somebody if they are starting to take it out and they're in fairly good health? What do they do with the money?
Well, a lot of people, 95% of my clients don't need the money that they're taking from their traditional IRAs.
Okay.
So we can do a lot of strategies. We can reinvest the money for them. Many times we'll purchase life insurance policies with that distribution, so the wife can convert it to Roth IRA when the husband passes away and pay the taxes with the life insurance. So there's a lot of different strategies that we can use to get this money into a tax-free environment if that's the goal of the client.
Okay.
You know.
All right, good. Good. And then, okay, so let's talk about the participation in an employer plan you mentioned does not prevent you from making a Roth IRA contribution. So what does that mean?
A lot of times employees have the opportunity to contribute to their 401k.
Okay.
So if you are covered by an employee retirement plan, you're not eligible to contribute to a traditional IRA.
Oh, okay.
You can't do both.
Can't do both, okay.
But you can contribute to a Roth, okay?
Oh, I see.
So Roth and traditional IRAs are treated differently with the IRS. So the reason why you can contribute to the Roth is because you're paying current taxes on that money.
Okay.
Okay?
Right.
So there's some opportunities if you're maxing out your 401k and still want to put some money towards your retirement, you can still contribute to a traditional IRA.
So, for example, if
I mean, to a Roth IRA.
the Roth, okay.
Right.
So, for example, if the let's just assume the husband has a 401k, but and he's contributing, but the wife is self-employed.
Okay.
But then you can do either one of those or something different.
Well, the wife could contribute to her traditional IRA because she's not covered by the 401k of her husband.
Correct.
So she could contribute to a traditional IRA, take that contributions off her tax return, get a tax deduction for that.
Okay.
At age 50, that maximum amount is $6,500 versus $5,000 prior to age 50.
Okay.
They call it the makeup provision for you if you've started late and need to add more money.
So so just as an example, is it called a SEP IRA?
That's just a separate category of an IRA for self-employed.
Oh, I see. Okay.
It's called Simplified Employee Pension Plan.
Okay.
Okay, so that's what SEP stands for, Simplified Employee Pension.
Okay.
And that's for a self-employed person that wants to contribute more than $6,500.
$6,500. Okay.
Right.
All right. Excellent. Anyone with a traditional IRA, we talked about, can convert it to a Roth IRA.
Correct.
Which you explained. What are the steps to do that?
There's a difference between contributions and conversions. Okay, conversion, you can take $1 million out of your 401k and convert it to a Roth IRA.
Okay.
Contributions, you're limited on income. If you're making $100,000 or more, you can't contribute to a Roth just because the IRS code says you're not allowed to do that. So there's a difference between conversion and contributions.
So are there changes from 2017 to 2018 regarding that?
Not really. There's just, under the new tax law, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah, there's no difference in regards to conversion. And the reason there isn't is because the IRS wants to get as much money as you can, and when you convert to an IRA, you have to pay taxes. I mean, to a Roth IRA.
Okay.
When you convert to a Roth IRA, your tax bill is due at that time.
Okay.
The government's always looking to get more money, so they like people when they convert to Roth IRAs.
Okay. And is there a cutoff this year to be able to contribute to last year's?
Yeah, when you file your taxes.
Oh, so
Generally,
April 17th?
17th.
Or any time before that? Okay.
Correct.
All right. All right. Accessing your contributions tax and penalty free. How does that work?
Your Roth IRA, you can actually access. Normally, there's a 5-year delay that you can take out the income that you've earned from your Roth IRA. Okay. Because we've already paid taxes on the principal, we can get that at any time. Okay, you don't have to wait the 5-year delay in order to get the money from your Roth IRA if you need the money.
Okay.
So you can get that penalty free because you've already paid the taxes on it.
Okay. All right, and then taking distributions from your Roth IRA, and this, I was reading this and I found this really interesting because I didn't quite understand why, if you don't ever have to take distributions from your Roth IRA, why do your beneficiaries? I thought that was unusual.
Well, this is the government,
yes.
Okay?
You keep saying that.
Well, what can I say? It's an explanation. You don't have to, again, you're correct, you don't have to take required minimum distributions from a Roth IRA. Right. However, when you leave that to your next generation, your children, your grandchildren, they actually have to either cash it out, but there's no taxes, or they can leave it in there, let it continue to accumulate, and take out required distributions based upon their age. Okay, and so there's a formula that we have that the IRS publishes that you know how to calculate that.
Right.
But unfortunately, heirs either cash it out or you can let it sit and accumulate, but you do have to take distributions from an inherited Roth IRA.
Okay, so now Sterling Financial, from a top level overview, is you can help with our IRAs, you can help with 401s. Just give us a brief synopsis.
We do, basically, we do retirement planning and money management for people that feel like they'd like to put a plan in place to make sure they have a consistent income stream throughout their retirement. Mm-hmm. You know, many times they've been working, all of a sudden now they retire at age 66, 67 years old. They no longer have that secure income stream other than Social Security.
Right.
So we'll set up an income plan for them invest their money for them, make sure that it's safe, and so they can have a consistent income stream that'll last them the rest of their lives.
Now, something when I've asked financial companies, oh, well, you know, I have tax questions. So do you help them with that, or do you have somebody employed that is a tax professional?
We know enough about taxes to get, you know, to get us in trouble, but we're not a CPA, you know.
Right.
So we have the ability to answer some basic questions, but if they get into real business in-depth questions, they do need to talk to their CPAs. But we can help them on a personal basis, answer some basic questions.
Okay, and then just to reiterate, you could take a 401k from a corporation and you have to roll it into what you were talking about, right?
You roll it into an IRA. Sometimes the corporation will allow you to leave it with there, but unfortunately with a 401k, you're kind of limited as to what you can invest in because they have mutual funds.
Okay.
That's basically what they have. So by rolling it into an IRA, you get control of that money. You can invest it however you feel is most appropriate for your situation.
All right, great. Wonderful information. It was very nice to talk with you.
Well, you're much better looking than Ken, I'll tell you that.
Sad Ken. Oh, that's not nice to say.
Ken and I are good friends, but he would probably admit it too.
Well, thank you. It was really nice and good information.
Well, hopefully it helped.
I hope we get to meet again.
Sure.
All right, thanks.
All right, bye-bye.
All right, so let me just tell you, we're going to have you stay right here because we're going to close out our show, and I'm going to let you guys know what's going to come on tomorrow, or I'm sorry, not tomorrow, tomorrow's Saturday. It's the weekend. On Monday, we're going to have John Frankel with the third update. We have Breastlink. We have Eileen Ordway with library information, and Karen Solis with transportation. Make it a great day and have an even better weekend. Thanks for watching. All right.
Well, hopefully that